To start off with Qigong, let's divide our day into two separate entities. First of all, we have our working day that involves stress and all kinds of stuff. And the second part is the part that we practice, our meditation, our break. Everyone takes this to different places. You can do Qigong, you can run, you can swim, you can dance, you can meditate and sit, you can watch Netflix, whatever you do. But Qigong is specifically designed to help you relieve day-to-day stress and get into a more subtle, calm state. So when we start the Qigong practice, we do it by standing in what's called the empty state meditation or the empty state stance, which basically looks like this. So you can just follow me and do what I do. You stand with your shoulder, with your legs shoulder width apart. And here's something you're not used to do, which is stand on both your feet without doing anything. Now, you can do this for 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, or 10 minutes if you like. But basically, what you're telling your body is, okay, I've stopped doing things. I don't move my muscles now. I stand quietly with all my senses open. I can hear the world, see the world, but I do not respond to the world, which is very, very important, because we get so many distractions and inputs, especially in our times. So many inputs and noise through our senses that we respond to all day long. And we became habitually responsive to all this input, all this noise. So not responding to this, to the world, to the outside world, for a couple of minutes provides us with the ability to get into a quiet state for a better practice. Now, as you stand in your empty state, you can turn your awareness inside, look inside, and start going over your body and releasing tension. Let's start off with the head and face. Use your senses to sense the tension in your forehead, right around your eyes, in your cheeks, around your mouth, around your ears. Around your jaw. Are you clenching your teeth? Are you holding your facial muscles? Let them go. Is your neck tense? If so, you can let it go. and see the marvelous fact that when we focus our intention, our senses, use our senses inward to sense ourselves, we suddenly can see this tension and let it go. We have so much to discover if we just look at these things instead of sensing the outside world and the noise it creates within us. So after releasing the head, the head area, facial muscles, letting your neck be free, you can let your shoulders go. Now, if this becomes too long of a meditation for you, don't worry. You don't have to do this at the beginning of your practice. You can do it for 1 minute. You can just not do it. And you can dive into a longer period of standing meditation or empty state. And for me, this is one of the best exercises available for us. Now let's continue on looking at the muscles, letting your muscles in your shoulders release. Let your elbows slightly point outwards, as if letting your arms release outside from the body. Now, if you have any kind of problem standing for a long time, which I know is something that bothers many people, you can do this sitting or even lying down. It's no problem. The main point here is not you standing and doing exactly what I do, is your awareness. That's the major point in here. Bringing your awareness inside and working on this vertical line of peace and quiet within your body. So if you have any knee pain or back pain, take a chair and do this as you sit or lie down. It's all a mind game. Don't forget that. It's all a mind game. If you have this kind of spontaneous exhale, it's great. It means that air that was locked inside your body just got released, with tension that just got released outside. Exhaling, breathing out is the most important detox. By definition, when we exhale, we detox. We let the garbage out. And so much people walk around, including myself, as you just witnessed, walk around with too much air stuck inside their bodies. So this empty state stance can really help you detox, which is basically breathing out. Let's continue on. See that your armpits are opening up and that your arms are just hanging right from this shoulder point, hanging downwards, releasing downwards. One more thing that happens in this empty state stance is that your senses open up and you start hearing the birds right up there on the tree. And suddenly, when your inside is calmer and more quiet, your senses start to be more perceptive. And if you're in nature, which I really advise you to go to nature, or even just go to your balcony in the city, right near a tree or some sort of plant. Try to see if you hear the birds all of a sudden. What about the ground and your feet and your legs? So the purpose of your legs is to connect you to the ground. That's the purpose of your legs. Your legs are not meant to stabilize you with their muscles. So try to undo any tension you can in your thighs, in your calves, in your knees, hip joints, ankles. Just let go of any tension that you think you need to hold yourself while standing. And see that this weight, this tension, releases down into the ground as you feel your feet become heavier, receiving the weight you held in your legs. Now, as you ground yourself better, right now, after releasing your leg tension, you can use this better grounding, to elevate yourself up. That means your head, your torso, elevate calmly, just like as if you had an arrow pointing upwards, very lightly, without any more tension, just a thought moving across inside your body. A thought, a directed thought upwards that uses the ground to elevate up. All right, I think that's a nice empty state stance. I wish I had this time and the gift of doing this every time I practice. Actually, I do this so seriously and thoroughly just because I'm with you right now. I can always wish. Now, after you did your 1 or 2 or 5 minutes empty state, we can start our movement practices.